Well, let's talk about this ongoing controversy as far as the upcoming India versus Pakistan T20 World Cup match is concerned. Pakistan seems to have finally ended the suspense over its participation, even though Pakistan will not pull out of the tournament that starts in about 5 days from today. But here's the catch. The team has decided that they will not play against India, a match that was to take place in Colombo in Sri Lanka, a neutral venue. Now, Pakistani government has announced that the approval has been granted to the Pakistani team to play the T20 World Cup. However, Pakistan government's post on social media platform X says that Pakistan won't take the field against India on the 15th of February. So while Pakistan will play the World Cup, it will boycott this particular match against India. Now, this comes months after Pakistan was shredded to pieces in the Asia Cup that was held in September last year. Even though, as far as when it comes to the trophy is concerned, well, they seem to have stolen it. But India and Pakistan have faced each other at least on 3 occasions, well, India winning all of the 3 encounters, including the final that happened in 28th of September in 2025. But India has a game plan. Sources say that India will proceed as per protocol. They will travel to Sri Lanka. They will practice as per schedule. They will also do a pre-match press conference and they will reach the stadium on time and wait for the match referee to formally call off the match. Now, because as per the rule, points will be awarded only if one team is present on the field and the other refuses to take the field. If both teams are not in the field, Arunil, that means that the match will be considered to have been abandoned and each team will get 1 point, and India is not ready to give that 1 point to Pakistan.
Well, certainly yes, because India is not forfeiting the match. In fact, this entire decision taken by the Pakistani government, Amita, it seems to be politically motivated. It doesn't have, it cannot be backed by logic, because just last night itself, it was a Pakistani national under-19 team that was routed by the India under-19 team. So if at all the Pakistani government wanted to take any decision on that front, they could have taken a decision with respect to their Pakistani under-19 team as well. Now, what exactly transpired was, it was Mohsin Naqvi, the PCB chief, Pakistani Cricket Board, who met the Pakistani Prime Minister recently. On the basis of that decision, this seems to be a kind of an illogical decision being taken by the Pakistani government. They have not given any kind of a proper reasoning as well, that why they are not playing against India on February 15. They have not made it very clear that even if Pakistan qualifies, India obviously will be qualifying, and if both the teams meet in subsequent rounds, that is the knockout rounds, will Pakistan again forfeit and leave the tournament? Because the ICC has made it very clear to the PCB that we don't deal with the Pakistani government, we deal with the PCB, and a kind of a agreement has been signed by the Pakistani Cricket Board with the International Cricket Council, basically saying that any kind of an ICC event in which India is supposed to play against Pakistan, it will happen at a neutral venue. So this this game was happening in Sri Lanka. It was a neutral venue. Despite that, Pakistan is pulling out in the last moment. There will be financial implications that the ICC, the BCCI will have to face because of the decision that the PCB is taking, and the PCB will have to bear the brunt. In fact, a kind of a mutual resolution has been sought by the ICC.
Well, as far as the coffers of the BCB are already running dry, and it could backfire as far as if the ICC, taking into cognizance the statement that has been made by the Pakistani government, and officially then takes a stand, which may backfire on the Pakistani cricket and, of course, when it comes to their future in cricket playing as well. Now, there seems to be a development as far as on India's side is concerned. The first BCCI statement on this Pakistan boycott drama that seems to be playing out, as far as Rajiv Shukla is of the opinion that India will not want to comment on these developments because this is a decision that has been taken by the Pakistani government and the PCB, and the final decision that rests with the ICC, saying that they will talk to the ICC on the issue and they agree. However, when it comes to the ICC stand is concerned. So, Arunil, basically, as far as the BCCI is concerned, well, this development is also coming at a time. Let me take that to Karishma as well. Karishma, first BCCI statement coming into the ongoing drama. All right, Arunil, if you can take that question while we get Karishma reconnected.
Well, BCCI is making it very clear that the ball is clearly in the court of the Pakistani Cricket Board. It is their government which is mounting pressure on the PCB to pull out of the match. The PCB has not reacted to it. Direct repercussions the PCB is going to face, Pakistani government is not going to face in this, and there is no locus standi of the BCCI to react in it. Basically, a kind of an agreement is already signed by the PCB with the International Cricket Council, and based on that agreement, if the PCB is pulling out, obviously because the match will be forfeited, match will not be played out, the Indian cricket team is going to get those points, but there will be financial implications. Financial repercussions that the BCCI obviously will be facing, that they will be communicating with the ICC. But right now, it is the PCB that has to react to it, and the PCB has to decide whether they want to adhere to what their government is saying or whether they want to find any mutual resolution as communicated by the International Cricket Council.
All right, so let's listen in to the first reaction coming in from the BCCI side. Rajiv Shukla on Pakistan's stunt or this drama, saying that they agree as far as the BCCI is concerned with the stand that the ICC has taken.
ये बड़ा आईसीसी का स्टेटमेंट आया है जिसमें उन्होंने खेल भावना को लेके कहा है, तो हम पूरी तरह आईसीसी से सहमत हैं, और लेकिन हम बीसीसीआई इस पर भी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करेगी जब तक आईसीसी से हमारी बातचीत ना हो जाए.
The T20 World Cup is another matter. They will play the tournament, but they'll not play against India.
Imagine a shameless and terrorist kind of a country has also taken a stance with regards to the kind of war of words that are happening and the wars that India has faced with Pakistan, has taken a stance, is willing to face the penalty, is willing to get fined for it, and is also willing to let go of the points that they would score if they would perhaps play this match. Goes to show it's a huge slap on the face of BCCI. 1.4 billion people of this country expected them not to go ahead and play the match with Pakistan, but under the garb of sporting commitments, under the garb of BCCI obligations, under the garb of some Olympic committee that sports minister continued to quote about, goes to show that we haven't been able to take a stance of what 1.4 billion people were emotionally talking about and were invested in, and went ahead and played the match and haven't even got the cup for it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. Ma'am, this
भारत की जो ढुलमुल नीति है, पहले ही भारत को मना कर देना चाहिए था. एक तरीके से मैं कहूं कि जो है पाकिस्तान ने पहले ये करके एक तमाचा मारने का काम किया हमारी, और ये फेलियर है कहीं ना कहीं जो है जो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट काउंसिल का है कि जिस तरीके से जो है पाकिस्तान का रवैया है और जिस तरीके से पाकिस्तान को अवसर दिया उन्होंने. मैं तो अध्यक्ष भारत इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट काउंसिल से कहूँगा कि पाकिस्तान को आजीवन प्रतिबंध लगाना चाहिए अगर वो इस तरीके का रवैया अपनाता है तो.
Now, it will lead to a massive loss of revenue, and they want to show solidarity towards Bangladesh. How do you see this step, sir?
Whose massive loss? They are a nation. They are a nation who is begging all around the world. Prime Minister himself, Shahbaz Sharif, has said that I and Munir has got only one work, taking a katora and begging to different nations. So whatever they are doing, it's good for them and it's good for us also.
जो हारने की शक रखता है वो भाग जाता है. I feel that Pakistan realizes that they have no chance against India. Therefore, instead of losing on the battlefield, they're running away from the battlefield. That's my view.
All right, let's connect with Karishma on this. Karishma, all of these developments that seems to be happening, of course, we'll be talking about politics. But as far as the BCCI is also concerned, that has now come out with a statement agreeing as far as the stand that has been taken by the ICC. However, also refraining, saying that till the final decision on Pakistan is not made, BCCI will not comment on it.
Well, it's absolutely, Amita, and interestingly, the Pakistan Cricket Board has still not written to the ICC formally telling them that they will be boycotting the match on the 15th of February and that they will not be taking the field on the 15th of February. So obviously, the ICC is still waiting for that official communication from the Pakistan Cricket Board. The ICC will not go by a tweet from the Twitter handle of the government of Pakistan. They will wait for the Pakistan Cricket Board to write to them. But having said that, the ICC issued a statement yesterday. It was was a very carefully crafted statement in which it categorically said that one, Pakistan needs to understand what the global implications of this particular thing are going to be on Pakistan, and second, they asked them to reconsider their stance and work towards a mutually explorable solution as far as this issue is concerned. And Pakistan till now hasn't been able to give any particular reason as to why they want to boycott the match versus India, and why are they interfering between ICC and
what's wrong with Pakistan? Well, the answer to that would be probably everything. And as far as they are of this understanding, if they are of this understanding that this move could backfire on them, with already the PCB's coffers running dry, then remains to be seen how the PCB and of course the ICC, which is waiting for a formal announcement or a letter by the PCB to be issued to them, if they are actually going ahead to boycott the match against India. Because this reaction that has been coming in, especially when it comes to the political class, let's listen in, because many of them, as far as the parliamentarians are also concerned, they exposed Pakistan on global front after Operation Sindoor.
And Pakistan is trying to show its solidarity with Bangladesh. This whole thing is spiraling out of control. I think we need to really come to an understanding that sport, especially a sport like cricket, which means so much to all the people, should be a means of actually bringing us together, at least on the playing field, rather than allowing this to go on like this. I honestly think this is now a wake-up call for all concerned to contact each other on an emergency basis. The ICC could be the platform for it. And just say, let's call off this nonsense. Okay, it's too late. I know it's too late for this tournament, but for the future, we can't go on like this forever.
But this time Pakistan is saying they are not willing to play.
Future in peril as far as the Pakistan Cricket Board is concerned, because the very strong statement that came in from the International Cricket Council on Pakistan Cricket Board's decision to boycott the India-Pakistan match at the World Cup, the T20 World Cup, the ICC in its statement says that such selective participation in the tournament goes against the very premise of a global sporting event, and all qualified teams are expected to compete on equal terms. The ICC has also said that while respecting the role of governments in national policy matters, PCB's decision is not in the interest of a global game or cricket fans worldwide, including Pakistani fans, and such move could have long-term implications for cricket in Pakistan and the impact on wider global cricket ecosystem. Now, as far as sources is concerned, we are learning that the ICC may call a board of meeting to discuss Pakistan's threat to boycott India match. The International Cricket Council may call a board of meeting to discuss Pakistan's reported threat to boycott the match against India, even as ICC continues to await official and formal communication on part of Pakistan Cricket Board on the issue. So, Arunil, the match was supposed to be played on the 15th, so barely less than 2 weeks to go. And as far as the final decision is concerned, what's stopping the PCB now? Because they have got the go-ahead from their government. But does the PCB know the implications if they once formally lied to the ICC?
Well, the PCB first has to communicate it to the International Cricket Council. The ICC has given out a statement asking the PCB to find a mutual resolution, also warning the PCB of the possible repercussions and implications the Pakistani Cricket Board will face if they forfeit the match against India on February 15th. Now, basically, ICC is also expected to hold a meeting to discuss this matter in detail. But before that, the PCB has to communicate. As I was pointing out earlier as well, the PCB chief, Mohsin Naqvi, had a meeting with the Pakistani Prime Minister, and this matter was discussed at length. So it seems like the Pakistani government has reacted or responded on their social media account after having a thorough consultation with the PCB. The PCB seems to be in the loop for whatever has been happening at present. Now, coming to the reactions that have been coming from the opposition parties in India, they have been saying that when Pakistan can forfeit the match, they can give away their points. Why hasn't the BCCI done this till now? What the BCCI is saying is that we respond to the communication that has been made to us by the Indian government, by the Indian Sports Ministry.
The opinion till the time the ICC doesn't arrive at a final decision, they will refrain from commenting on it. But it seems as far as the Team India is concerned, it will proceed as per the procedure and the protocols and the rules of the game is concerned.
In a major twist, Pakistan has boycotted to play the Group A game for the upcoming T20 World Cup with India. Well, there are mixed opinions on this, and especially why Pakistan has taken such a decision. Let us know from cricket enthusiasts and players what are their opinion.
मैम, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये है ना, पाकिस्तान इंडिया के साथ कभी कंपटीशन नहीं है मैच में, ठीक है ना। पाकिस्तान कभी भी इंडिया के साथ खेलेगा तो कभी भी हार जाता है, तो उसमें पाकिस्तान को कोई फायदा ही नहीं है उसमें वो करने के लिए, उसके साथ खेलने के लिए। और ये पाकिस्तान है ना, झूठ मूठ करके, मतलब वो लोग बहाना बना के वो करते हैं, गेम खेलते हैं, बस वही है। ये डिसीजन तो सही नहीं है, बिल्कुल गलत है। फिर भी एज ए स्पोर्ट्समैनशिप ये ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था।
एक इंडियन होने के नाते मैं तो यही बोलूँगा, क्योंकि अपना इंडिया और पाकिस्तान से थोड़ा सा वो दूसरे हिसाब से है, तो मैं बोलूँगा कि नहीं खेलना चाहिए।
पाकिस्तान ने मना किया है, ये एक्चुअली तो होना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि ये बोलते हैं ना वर्ल्ड क्लास टीम है, तो ये छोटी छोटी बातों को लेकर अगर ये सब होंगे तो प्रॉब्लम होंगे, तो उनको ही फेस करना होगा, क्योंकि अगर उनका डिसीजन है तो प्रॉब्लम है उन्हें झेलनी होंगी। उनकी टीम वर्ल्ड कप में नहीं आएगी यहाँ पर, तो उन्हें तकलीफ होगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, तो उनके लिए उन्हें खेलना चाहिए। और दूसरा तो फिर उनके ऊपर डिसीजन हो उनका।
देखिए, ये जो भी हो रहा है बहुत ही गलत है। पॉलिटिक्स को स्पोर्ट्स के बीच में नहीं लाना चाहिए उनको। पॉलिटिक्स अपनी जगह पे है, स्पोर्ट्स अपनी जगह पे है। तो इससे पाकिस्तान को ही लॉस है, वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेलेंगे, इंडिया का मैच उन्होंने कैंसिल कर दिया, तो इसमें पाकिस्तान की टीम को ही लॉस है।